Stephen, join the club. Free gift. One condition. You don't use them that often, but when you do use them in a couple of years' time, sitting on your shelf, you're going to ring me and say, Reggie, do you know them creases you bought me? I've used them. Okay?
Okay,
That's the condition.
We've got to use them one day, yeah.
Yeah, you got to tell me when you use them and make a film of it.
Okay.
Okay?
It'll probably be a very, very long time.
Free. It's that time of year. It's that time of year again. It's that time of year again to ask the question. Do you want these bleeding bushes here? It's a lot of work twice a year, isn't it? Let me ask the question. What you got?
Yeah.
It's that time of year again to ask the question.
What?
Do you want these bleeding bushes here?
Yes.
You want them?
I like to see a bit.
You love 'em?
I like to see a bit.
You
of
all
green.
right?
All right. I like to see a bit of green, right?
It's hard work twice a year, isn't it?
Maybe 3 times a year.
Maybe 3 times a year.
So,
So?
you're a long time dead, aren't you? With your feet up doing nothing.
No, I'm preparing the wing.
I haven't seen much preparing going on.
Well, you know.
I'll be doing the black dat when I've done this.
Yeah. Right. No, I'm going to work on the lower half of the wing, the wheels and that. That doesn't seem to be running very quick. Is that the sort of speed it runs at?
Yeah. I'll give it a spray of WD.
Oh, you have? Right, okay then. Well, give me a shout when you want it all picking up, because that'll be my job, and jumping up and down the bin and in the bin. But if you want it, you've got to trim it. 'Cause at this point now, I'd hack it away. You've got to go deep there because there's a bump. Did you see the bump that's in it? The bulge. It's growing wider and wider.
It's long, isn't it?
Hey?
It's long.
Yeah. You're going to try it. You're going to try it with just the battery one today, aren't you?
Yeah.
Don't really want to run the electric one. Okay. So today we're going to concentrate on the wheel. We've got the little stool ready. Little step to sit on. We're going to be working underneath it. Remember, this floor wasn't the most even of floors, so we put a board down, put the jack on the floor, the big blue lift on the board. It's evened out any imperfections, so that'll be just fine. The aerials they fold down when you're bringing them in a building or whatever, and we're going to be getting under here. And we're going to be scrubbing underneath here. Now, you don't see it under the wing much. You don't really get to see under here. But, hold on, let me get down. Oh! We don't really get to see under here. But you and I know what's under here, all this filth. We're going to try out that new cleaner that Gare recommended to us. And let's give all this a good... There's the LEDs underneath, look. Let's give this a good old scrubbing, and then we'll degrease it and clean it, and we can get the garage floor wet, this tent floor wet, can't we? When we rinse it all down afterwards. So we'll be trying that new stuff today. See how we get on with it. Yeah. It's well in need of a cleaning, this. So this is before. Let's see if we can get this all nice and shiny, front and back. Underneath the back of the wing here, somewhere that you don't see very often. We use microfiber cloth most of the time, but it's always handy. Anything old curtain material or bed linen, any why is that there? What is that? Oh, anyway, any of these, always keep them in a bin in your workshop. They'll always come in handy. Shall we use a white rag? Let's see how much dirt comes off. Most of this, I think, is mostly bed sheets and linen. You know what the women are like. They change them, don't they? They change them like the wind. But anyway, that comes in handy for us because we've got plenty of rags now, haven't we, to mess with. So I always keep a bin full of rags. You've always got rags on hand then, haven't you? Yeah. So, do you remember Steve bringing us a hacksaw blade? And I said we'd turn that into a knife, put a handle on it. Well, this is my rag cutting knife. That's what this is, a hacksaw blade. You know, for them big mechanical hacksaw blade things, they're great to turn into knives, and I've had this for years and years, where you can tell because we keep sharpening it and it keeps getting thinner and thinner. But it's a great thing for cutting up rags and stuff like that. Look, once had a handle, put a bit of top hose on it, make yourself an handle, you've got yourself a really strong blade, and you can sharpen it as many times as you want just to cut rags. This is my rag cutting knife, made up out of a hacksaw blade off one of those commercial hacksaw, you know, the big hacksaw cutting things. So when you see a blunt one at work, always bring it home, because they make fantastic knives, really good material. Well, pretty good stuff, you know. Look, I know most of it is brake dust, but look, and I know it was clean. How can we say? It was clean and shiny last time we cleaned it and shiny it, so it's clean under the dirt, if you get what I mean. But I mean, tell you what, wow, pretty good stuff. You meant to dilute it. We dilute it when we put water on it. You meant to rest a while. It's not that heavily soiled, but in places there's a bit. Let it rest a bit. But yeah, Gar, pretty good stuff, Gar. Yeah, really good stuff. Wow. We're just spraying it on lightly, and I tell you what, see the stuff, it's lifting it all off instantly. Pretty good stuff. Wow. Actually, excellent stuff. Excellent. It's getting the dirt straight away. Yeah. Wow. That is, I'm quite impressed with that. Around the valve, this is where the filth tries to stick itself. Look, the awkward places. It's soon picking up the dirt. I know, usually you get bits of tar, don't you, off the road. This is more brake dust that's in here. This is more of a brake dust, but you do get flecks of tar. Yeah. Let's see. We'll see if we can find a bit of tar somewhere. See if it lifts it. But yeah, looking really good. This stuff, ooh, looking really good. Well impressed with it. Wow, good stuff. This is what you've got to be careful is these wheels are already lacquered, so you don't want to be lifting the lacquer off it. But look, see how, wow, that's that's getting on that stuff instantly, isn't it? Look, see, wow, that's pretty good stuff, that. Lifting plenty of filth off. And we'll get the main of it off, get the biggest filth off it, then we'll go around with a cleaner. Look at that. We'll go around with a cleaner rag then. Try again, but we still don't want to take too much off, because it'll we don't want to make the brakes not work, do we? So you have to be careful around this sort of area, but it's certainly lifting it off, and I ain't really putting a hell of a lot on it. See the shine coming on it now? Yeah, wow. Good stuff this is. It's cleaning it right in front of our very eyes. It's doing an excellent job under here. It seems to be sort of it's sort of melting it. All this, look, under this here. Look at that. Let's just put a bit under there, look. This arm, it's cupping it. The filth is coming off this. Oh. And then we're not at the best of angles there, are we? It's this diff. It's just wow. I think we'll get a brush on that. And look at that. Can you see it? Agitate that with the brush a bit. Under here there's some really black horrible stuff under here. And it just lifts it away. Lovely. Cracking stuff. Yeah. Right before your very eyes. Yeah. We like this stuff, yeah. We do. Let's see if we can get a bit lower. Hold on. Let's get down and dirty, shall we? Here we are. Look, there's some here on this. There. Need to give that a bit of a squish. Look, and then let's get under there. Look at it. Good stuff. Yeah. Lovely stuff. So let's try and get to this front casing. Look. We spray some on this front casing. That hasn't had any love for a long time. Let's do that. Wow. Look. Right in front of your very eyes. That's this front casing. Wow. Let's give it another dose. Front casing. Let's see what we see. Give it a few minutes to settle in. See what's it doing. You can see it is lifting it away, isn't it? Lifting all that grime away. Yeah. The wheels are looking, I mean, just for a wash status, I haven't dried them, I haven't started putting any sort of polish or any cleaner on them yet, just to got the filth off them. And the back wheels, wow. Yeah, okay, they were clean under the filth, but they've come up really nice now. Just makes the job that much easier, doesn't it, when you use a chemical instead. And this this diff, because remember it's shaft drive, isn't it? Look at this. How black was that? Woohoo! Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. Let's have a good rinsing now. We can get at it now, can't we? These wheels do that. They sort of, what is it? Get the pox. Yeah, they sort of get the pox. But because they're clean and lacquered, it happens underneath the lacquer. So yeah, you can scrub it, but of course you're taking the lacquering off it as well, aren't you? So these Goldwings do suffer a filthy back wheel, but over the lifetime, the trouble is it's plastic. It's all above, isn't it? Whenever you get these bikes that are covered in plastic, they look nice, but you've got to get right underneath, and the places that never get washed, them's are the places you've got to look for to see whether anybody's been there. Of course, when they've been there, they've cleaned it, haven't they? So, you know, you've got an idea. But there are places here that has never been cleaned under here. And most, that's why they call them fantastic plastics. An ordinary traditional bike, you can see loads, can't you? But it's all covered in, it's a Tupperware box, isn't it? So it's one of the pitfalls of watching out for these. So that's the thing with these big blues. It allows you to get underneath and scrub it and wash it. And if you see anything, you know, it allows you to get up there. It's not all covered in blackness and filth. And you can get underneath and rinse it all off and clean it. And basically, you can get under it, can't you, if you want to. Let's have a look underneath there now. Are we seeing anything? What are we seeing? Yeah. They're great, these big blues are. So we'll let that drip dry for a while. And then we'll come back to it, see what we see. Go searching. How are we doing, Pussycat? Oh, that's a lot better. I've come prepared, ready to do my duty.
My arms is hurting now.
I can always cut them at the bottom for you if you want. You say this every year, don't you? It's like a regret.
And all round there as well.
Oh yeah, so we can get the car in. Yeah, it's looking lovely now. Just a bit along there and then we're done. So I better start doing my duties. Yeah, I know my place. I know my place. I am the bin boy. Oop, oop-a-la-la, I'm the bin boy. Yeah, turn it around. Are you going to film me doing the stomp now, are you?
Be careful.
Oh, there wasn't. Oh, that went down really easy. I'm doing the stomp.
Don't break your neck, Reg.
Good.
Hold my arms.
No, you can't escape, Charlie.
I forgot
Can't
to put
escape.
the chair there.
A little bit of corner. There's a bit of rubbish in this corner. If you remember, all this had grown. It was quite green and it had grown up here. And we picked it all up because it was on concrete, easy to get underneath it. But when we did it, we filled the bin. So it's time to do it again. It's something small like this that starts the rubbish growing because they think, ooh, that's an horrible place. We'll throw our can, we'll throw our McDonald's paper, we'll throw our whatever. But if you keep it clean, it's less likely for people to throw stuff there and for it to grow. And if somebody does put something there, it's only one item to pick up and keep on top of, isn't it? Or maybe two items, rather than leave it there for weeks and weeks and months and months. So let's just clear this corner up now we've got room in the bin. Yeah. Weeds is an awful thing, but it grows on top of concrete. All this has grown out over the concrete, so we've got these little cutter things that we picked up in a car boot or something, and we're just going to cut our way along here and pull it out. Yeah, we've got underneath it. We know it's concrete underneath, so we just trim this away now. That's reduced it a little bit. The next time we'll attack it, we'll cut the fence back and pull that all the way back. That's now filled the bin up. Bit by bit, just keep on top of things. That's all you have to do. And I think we did the land last year, so it's been a whole year since we've been at this corner. Good. It's been quite dormant all year. But as soon as the sun and the rain came, wow, it went mad. Bit of rain, bit of sunshine makes a hell of a difference. Once the sunshine gets to it, it just goes mad. Wow, it's done a cracking job on this diff now, hasn't it? Brought that up lovely. And along there. Woohoo! Right, Debbie's going to come along in a minute. And Debbie's going to do all this plastic. We've done the shiny plastic, haven't we? Debbie's gonna come along and do all this other plastic now ready. Yeah, but I'm really pleased. You ever look at most wings under there, and that'd be as, you know, filthy as can be under there.